now go over to my best friend. Okay, I'm a taser instructor, have been for the last 8 years. I was probably one of the first instructors in the city of Atlanta. You know, I'm sure there's people out there before me, but I was one of the first. Alright, I was one of the first security officers in Atlanta to carry a taser. I know that for a fact. And, you know, I was carrying a taser on the police department before everybody thought it was cool to do so. You know, when they're still having controversy. This right here is what's called as the C2 taser, or the taser C2. Okay? Basically, it's like a little Star Trek device. You see my hand, how it holds. Perfect grip. Forms to your hand really nice. I have a camo. You can get a black, white. Oh, not black, white. The black, silver, and any other cool little female colors like pink. And they have some other colors designed for females. But this is what most people would, you know, look more towards for the civilian market of taser. Okay? And the reason that is because of how small it is in handheld. Alright, let me tell you something. This thing works just like the M26. Alright, has flashlight and laser. I don't know if you guys can see that. Flashlight and laser. Alright, and this thing will pop your butt just like the regular taser will. I hit a guy that was about 389 pounds with this thing, and this guy flopped like a fish. Alright, it was during a training environment, but nevertheless, he felt it, and his reaction was the same as being hit by M26 or X26. Great tool to have. I put this as my everyday carry because guess what, folks? You can't shoot everybody. Alright, what if you come up with a situation where you're pointing this thing at somebody and the dude turns around and tell you to shoot him? Now, you may have had reason to shoot him, but what if he dropped his gun, his knife, and he still started coming at you? What do you do then? Okay, you can't shoot him. Alright, you need another option. Okay, this is a great option. Well, option number one is to get the heck on and run. Be a smart man about it. But option number two, if you don't have anywhere to run to or go to, pop that rascal with a taser. Get you a taser. I sell these too. Okay, get with me. Send me an email. This right here, great holster for it. All these models now, you can buy them with the holsters from me. They'll come with the holsters. And they'll come with, I think, at least two cartridges, but you can get them with as much as 4 cartridges. Security companies, if you're looking at this, this is my suggestion. Put this on the side of your officers, you know, along with their firearms. Alright? Or if they don't have firearms, M26. Alright, it's very important. But this right here, this thing can be strapped to the left or right side. And great tool for everyday carry. Great tool for defensive purposes. All these things are great tools. These are things that you need. Again, when you're choosing a everyday carry gun. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to break into the video. Actually, yes I did. About choosing a everyday carry gun, and I forgot to say this in part of the video. But as I'm sitting here watching it, it's one thing that you need to know for a fact and for sure. Let me tell you something. If you are afraid for that gun to hit the ground, if you're afraid for that gun to be scratched, if you're afraid to drop your magazines on the ground, that is not an everyday carry gun. You need a gun that will drop into the mud, the sand, the dirt, and you won't turn a frown for it. Okay? She is your best friend, or he is your best friend. Speaking of your gun, if you're male or female, whatever you want to call it, they're only your best friend if you can treat them like you want to. Okay, it's a gun. It's not a human. Okay, it's not a dog. It's not a pet. That gun is designed to save your life. If the gun cannot perform under rough conditions, get rid of it. Okay, let me tell you something. We got a saying in the firearm industry. Okay, $1,000 gun is made for the display cabinet. A $400 gun is made to show your friends on the gun range. Alright? Don't go out with a Kimber and you don't want to get that $1,000 gun scratched. Let me tell you something. If you're going to spend $1,000 on a gun, use it. If you're going to spend $500 on a gun, use it. If you're going to even spend $200 on a gun, go pray. because you're gonna need it. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys get back to the video. Make sure you choose a gun that's combat capable. Throw that rascal in the dirt, kick it around, make sure it'll still fire. Okay? People that come to my class get shot when I throw my doggone Glock into the gravel and kick it around. Guess what? Because I don't care. I want that thing to perform for me. Alright? If I drop it, I want to know that it's going to still work. Alright? So I'm going to let y'all get back to it. Hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. Make sure you can wield that gun the same way a heavy eater can wield a fork. And that's serious. You know, a lot of people may take that as a joke. But the same way a person that loves food wields that fork to their mouth is the same way you need to learn how to wield that gun out there. Alright? You need to learn how to be accurate. You need to learn how to work that thing with proficiency. No matter what you buy or what you carry, you have to be able to shoot it. Don't look at somebody else. Somebody look at my gun and say, man, that is very nice, but I don't think I can handle that one. Good deal. Go find something that you can shoot and you shoot the heck out of it. Go train. Get some professional training. If you're in the Atlanta area, contact me. EPSTA.com. Get in touch with me. You'll enjoy my classes. If you don't enjoy my classes, you'll at least enjoy me and my humor. So, that's been it, guys. I hope this was informative. If it was not, leave a comment. Tell me what I can do better. Alright? I strive off of you. Whatever you tell me. Alright? It's been great. Again, my gun of choice, Glock. My caliber of choice, 9mm. My everyday choice, Glock 26. Alright? And, oh, one more thing before I get out of here. The things I've done to this Glock to make it a little bit better. I've added my extended slide stop, which can help me to do one-handed manipulations. I've added a fiber optic front sight, just a $19 front sight. I didn't put the steel sights on this one from Glock. I put it on my Glock 17s. Didn't put it on here. This is good enough for me. I did some work on my trigger. I added a 3.5 pound connector. I changed the plunger safety spring to a reduced spring. And I also added to my trigger spring to a heavier trigger spring. That just basically pulls your trigger back faster. When you squeeze trigger, it pulls back faster. When you go forward, it's springing so it can come back. Your plunger spring is when you hit the plunger spring, that's what releases the firing pin. And of course the 3.5 pound connector just makes the trigger drop at a smooth, more even pace to reduce the over travel in the trigger. Alrighty, hope it's been informative. Love you guys. Alright, take it easy.